to the broadcast. Well, the farm-to-table movement and eating locally, they are two different concepts that are growing in popularity because the food is wonderful. But you can also extend this idea to your place settings. And at the Rosewood Mansion in Turtle Creek here in Dallas, they have enlisted some Texas artisans to craft beautiful plateware and cutlery to showcase their delicious food. And here to show us some of the ideas is Luke, and he is the director of food and beverage over at the Mansion. How are you? Good morning.
Awesome, thanks. How are you?
The Mansion, one of my favorite places, such a great staple. I mean, from the restaurant to the bar, it's a really sexy spot. And a lot of that has to do with the atmosphere. And of course, table settings really go into that, don't they?
That they do. That they do. They set the tone.
And so we've noticed a lot of like the farm to table, you know, enlisting local farmers markets for food, but y'all have actually infused that into the tables as well and into what you put on the tables. Talk to me about that.
Right. So, like you said, farm to table, that trend's been going on. It's something that is necessary. It shouldn't just be a trend. It should just be the way that we all do it. So we want to take it that extra step and see how else we can bring the local artisans to our table as well.
So how will the plates look when somebody orders a meal?
Great question. So we had these made, you know, all these different ones made. Chef and I have been working with a local artist for about 6 months, and we just finally got them in. And you know, you can do a steak tartare with oyster in here, and you know, there's a little ash that added that nice little color to it, that little rose and the black. This one, you know, we designed this one so that it's more of a tasting portion, but also form and function, so that it's got this little lip and your silverware doesn't slide in, so it's not annoying.
Oh,
it's
that's
more fun.
nice.
Yep. You know, we care.
And then one thing I love, I mean, you can't keep me away from oysters. I love oysters, but your oyster presentation is really cool. Talk to me about that.
Thanks. So we had these little pedestals made so that we can use for one-biters. So if we wanted to start the guests off, you know, if you get a tasting menu, come on in, you get one oyster to start off with, or one, you know, just any one-biter, and it's just there so that it's fun. Our place settings are all slate, so it's stone, and then we had the stone, the raw, kind of go into this nice china and then present it like that. So it's.
Is there an
fun.
idea about presenting food in a beautiful way that makes it even more palatable to people when they sit down at a table?
First thing you do is you eat with your eyes, you know, and then your nose, your eyes, and then finally you eat with your tongue.
And it's almost like if you bring something in a beautiful dish and people go, oh, this plate is so pretty, I don't want to mess up the food, but then it almost excites them more to take that first bite. And one thing I do love, if you've noticed these pictures, is it's almost really beautiful too, the contrast of the color of the plates and the bowls as it is with the food. You know, you've got like kind of that red steak tartare against, you know, the white plate. The contrast is really beautiful.
Right, like this bowl here, beautiful blue. We added some more color in it, and then a little corn soup. And that yellow with the blue
That's so pretty.
And the red just kind of adds that extra little pop of color.
Now, what happens when you change the menu up?
We're going to have to go buy all new plates.
Oh boy.
You designed all this with your current menu. What happens when you switch it up?
It's more of the, you know, there's always great colors, and there's always different ways. So we knew that this one we wanted to either do big colors, you know, big pops like that steak tartare, the red, the green, all those colors, or we can go just straight up kind of muted colors and just stay white and black almost, and kind of blend it in.
Now talk to me about where you went. Like, was this a trip that y'all kind of took to go find all of these different artisans? How did y'all go around, decide whose pieces were going to be in
We wanted to stay within Texas. Yeah. We wanted to, you know, stay as close as we possibly could. So yeah, we went out hunting for these guys, you know, and we found some great potters. Some great leather workers, some great knife makers, some great woodworkers. So
let's talk about the cutlery, because the presentation is beautiful.
Thanks. So we had, you know, Rosewood Mansion on Turtle Creek. The company's name is Rosewood. So we had Rosewood board made, and then we
look at y'all, right? So creative over there at the Mansion.
Yeah, don't break this. What happens when a waiter breaks one of these plates?
Yeah, how much are they breaking? What are we saying? Like 30 bucks a bowl, 40 bucks a bowl? Because we know over at the Mansion these aren't cheap, probably.
They're
Mazel tov!
custom, right? Yeah. Hoppa, hoppa.
Well, can people buy these though? By the way, I mean, I'm sure they come in and think they're so beautiful.
Exactly. So these are things that you can do at home. Three Dots Pots is who makes the china for us. We've got Serenity Knives, who make our steak knives for us.
Yeah, talk about these knives and all the different type of handles they have. These are really beautiful.
So we started off by, you know, wanting to have cool handles, little kind of choose your weapon when you get something over there. So we wanted all the woods to be local.
You gotta be careful around all the ladies on the show with this choose your weapon thing sometimes.
So we actually had some designed for different size hands. So you can see the different handles are different sizes, different woods that are all local, and then different bones and fossils that we've used as well.
I absolutely love this. And even all the way down to the coasters. You know, they're not handing you a cork coaster, you know, or a paper one when you go to the mansion. These beautiful leather ones with the engravings are really gorgeous as well.
Also made here in Texas.
Thanks for bringing all this stuff in.
I love it.
So
And of
beautiful.
course, the mansion is such a staple here in Dallas, so I love that it bringing all the Texans all together.
And if you can't do this at home, you know, actually reach out to these potters themselves. These ones are made by, you know, a company called Steel Light, and they have that look, that feel, without actually being able to get these.
So beautiful. Thank you.
Gorgeous.
Thank you.
Okay, coming up next, we have the talented Nick Waterhouse in our Troubadour, Texas listening room. You're going to want to tune into this version of that amazing 60s sound. You're going to love it. Stay with us.